What exactly is the reason for these demos for Kesho?
Yeah, so I know that apparently the different cohorts or groups of people who have decided to come and make sure that they make their points known.
Okay.
Because the president is going to be giving a State of the Nation address tomorrow at the Parliament buildings, and they feel like this is the perfect time for them to express themselves and let him know that they're not with him on any of the plans that he's trying to make.
Yeah, so it's going to be happening, like you said, near Parliament buildings.
Parliament buildings. But I'm sure, they're going to seal that place off like crazy. I don't even know if they're going to be able to access the premises.
Itakuwa hard.
Itakuwa ngumu sana hao kufika pale. You'll just start seeing, the guys already condoning the place by, I don't know what time in the morning. 6
I actually have no problem with when guys go for these demos or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you're right. The only thing I have an issue with is the way it's so disruptive. You know what I mean? Yeah? Like you shouldn't go out there and try and destroy people's businesses, to be honest.
Properties.
Yeah.
And
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's like just respect other people. Yeah.
Don't
so
take
now,
your anger out on them.
exactly. No, I'm reading something over here. It's the G4S protests advisory, security advisory. Yes. Now, expected scenarios. They say heavy police deployment. So you're going to have to anticipate a significant police presence in and around Nairobi Central Business District and key routes leading to Parliament. This deployment aims to maintain order and ensure public safety during the protest. Road closure. Roads leading in and out of the CBD, especially around Parliament area, likely to be blocked in order to manage the traffic situation. Protests dynamics. Yes, past demonstrations have shown that initial turnout may be low in the early morning, with participation increasing as the day progresses. I think we're all in agreement. Usually the peak is usually uko hivyo masanane.
Sanane hapo kumechacha.
Yeah. And then potential for clashes. Given the nature of the protest and previous incidents, there is a possibility of clashes between protests and security forces. Police are prepared to respond to any unrest to prevent escalation. So public advisory, remain vigilant. Yeah. Just be alert, especially for guys who are going to do biashara in the CBD. And then avoid protest areas if possible. Avoid areas around Parliament and the CBD on the day of the protests to minimize exposure to potential disruptions. And then plan for delays. Anticipate transport and business disruptions, particularly in the vicinity of the protests. Yeah. So I you know what? The situation is going to be fluid, of course.
Yeah.
There's going to be heavy security presence in the city. So, guys, just be alert. Just expect anything.
I mean, all I would just tell the president is, like, with this whole unrest and people just feeling like they're not heard, just listen to what your people have to say. It doesn't hurt to actually sit down and listen to why they're protesting, because otherwise you're not leading anyone. You're no longer called a leader if you have no one to lead. And that's what people just want him to listen to what they're saying. And then please just don't lie to the people.
Honestly speaking, regardless of whatever these politicians do, Kenya haiendi mahali. Kenya's always going to be here. This CBD will always be here. My only problem with the protests is that they end up being very bloody. And okay, fine, I know. Some guys are going to say, Kev, usually it's the police who start this beef. Yeah, they're the ones who usually instigate the violence. Whoever starts, it doesn't matter. Guys, get out there, do your thing. But just as an individual, please just don't be disruptive. You know what I mean? Don't go there and mess people's businesses. Because do you know how hard it is to start a biashara again?
It's crazy.
In this day and age. Yeah. Simply because now your right ends where mine begins. I have a right to live in a peaceful environment. I have a right to do biashara in a peaceful and stable environment.
This doesn't just go to the protesters, it also goes to the police people.
Yeah, of course.
Like, if people are taking cover inside someone's shop and the person has allowed them to come in, don't come in and start breaking down the shop and throwing tear gas in there.
Yeah.
No, like, if people take cover in a church, don't go throwing tear gas in there. Let them take cover.
Right.
They're not attacking anyone.
Yeah.
They're running away from you. There's no need to chase them down.
All right.
Spice.